Hey guys, Lord Wolf 99. I'm back again with another video, and for the first time ever, a brand new series, the Tophie Time Podcast. Tophie, of course, stands for Tommy and
Sophie.
This is the first time we're doing this podcast. We're aiming for each episode to be roughly about an hour long. But yeah, it's a brand new series. It's something we've been thinking about for a couple of months now. It's something we want to do on the channel. So yeah. This month we are focusing mainly on
Spoopy season.
Yeah, like Halloween stuff, horror stuff, as part of the horror month on the channel. So Sophie has some like stories and stuff later on that she's going to read. But we are also doing some pumpkin carving today. Okay, we've got the big one, and we also have a little one each. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little one each, and then I'm going to get started on the big one whilst Sophie reads some stories and stuff out. So
yeah,
should be quite good. Should be entertaining enough, and hopefully it's a good fast Tophie time. So,
I think it will be.
So
look how cute these are as well, can I just point out?
You know, I had a really, I don't know if you noticed, you probably did, but I had an issue yesterday when we were buying these.
Why?
Because you purposely picked these two, and this one looks a lot easier to carve.
Yeah, but can I just say though, all of these were like this.
No, there were a few bigger ones. There were a few bigger ones.
This was the only one. But I'll do this one then, if you want to do a bigger one.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Great compromise. But yeah.
Awesome.
So shall we get started? Right, you got one pen.
We only have the one Sharpie.
Wow, that's just rude.
I'll do mine quicker, promise.
Okay, sure.
I might do just like a funny face.
You might also see behind me, guys, some Krylenork memorabilia. Don't worry, the Krylenork has not left the channel. The Krylenork is definitely coming back. Hopefully at some point this month as part of Horror Month. But he is around. He is around. What are you doing, yours? If you're just showing the camera. You're not showing me, are you? That's just rude.
I don't know if the lighting's a bit bright, but you can see it's just a smiley face.
Yeah, I mean, you can turn the light off if you want, that might help. I mean, it is daytime. That might help a little bit.
Tommy has this thing where he puts lights on even when it's daytime and it's bright as shit out.
Tommy has this thing where he's an adult and he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Tommy has this thing where the electricity bills are going up this winter and he still doesn't give a shit and still puts the light on. Why is this like high-key difficult to cut into though?
Do what I want. I don't know.
It's actually won't cut into.
Oh, will it not? Well, I'm going to blame you for that, considering you picked them, so...
Okay.
I feel justified, yeah. I'm definitely justified in that decision, so, you know.
Don't do what I'm doing as well and cut towards your hand.
Really? Why won't I guess?
Well, you know. Some people like me aren't smart.
What are you doing first? Are you cutting the top out and then cutting your shapes out?
Yeah, because then you scoop out all the bits.
All the bits, that makes sense.
The guts.
For any of you novices out there like me.
And we can, I mean, I don't know if you'll like pumpkin seeds, but you can keep the seeds, wash them off and roast them, and then put like salt and seasoning and stuff on there, and they should be really tasty.
See, my thing with that is we're not American.
What do you mean we're not American?
Americans do shit with pumpkins, like pumpkin pie and pumpkin dessert and...
I'm going to do soup with these.
Yeah, no, you'll be eating that on your own.
I will, and I'll really enjoy it as well.
Yeah, I'm sure you will, but I definitely will not. Where's my...
You've got one right there.
I'm not going to lie, I started cleaning my glasses because I was like, oh, I've got to wait for Sophie to finish. Yeah, be careful. I do not want any pumpkin in my PlayStation because that would be very hard to clean out.
Obviously, I'm not quite that shitty.
Well, you know.
We have a bowl as well to catch the bits.
We have a bowl. We have our heading.
I've just used the plastic mixing bowl.
So you cut a pumpkin, right? Just
no!
What do you mean no?
That's so dangerous.
What? You just... I beg to differ. This is working, guys. Look at this. Look at this. This is working. We're going to minor injuries later.
It's not I know where the A&E is around here. Fucking it. Look how diddy those pumpkins are. get some for sure. I don't know if you'll be able to see them very well. Oh, did he there?
Lighting, an issue on this channel. It's been an issue for a while, and it's an issue I'm not prepared to solve. So, you know, if you have a problem with the lighting on this channel, guys,
Don't watch.
Support me.
That as well.
Send me some money.
Find my bank details.
Yeah, so find my bank details and just send me some lovely money.
Some dosh.
I love how you're doing it over a ball, and I'm just like, yeah, the floor's fine.
It's not though, is it?
You're hogging the ball, it's fine.
The ball is in the middle.
What do you mean it's in the middle? It literally isn't. She's
like
saying
your
that
face.
because it's not on the camera. Thanks. This is better than yours.
I've just gone for something funny. Oh my...
Broke his head.
You ripped the stem off. No, you're never going to be able to take the head off.
What do you mean?
His little hat, I'm never going to be able to take it off.
Why?
Because you've taken the stem off.
Why?
To me, you're going to hurt someone.
What do you mean I'm going to hurt somebody? How? I'm aiming it towards your hands, not mine.
Oh, isn't that nice?
This is why you're marrying me.
Won't be able to put on a ring with no finger.
No, it's fine. I'll cut the other finger. I'll cut the finger you're not using.
Okay.
See, it's kind of coming off.
Kind of. Please be careful.
I'm always
Some of that
careful.
drip on the floor?
Oh, there's bits on the floor everywhere. See? See? Who's a
I mean,
genius?
you did it.
I mean, I definitely did it. Why? Do we need the tops? We tend to need the
Yeah.
tops, don't we? No,
Otherwise they'll be hatless.
Fuck thing.
See, you haven't made a big enough hole to get the spoon.
I'll make it bigger. Give me something. What's this?
That's to poke out, you know, like your eyes and stuff.
No, it's to do this. It's to do this.
I got these little pumpkin carving kit thingies from Asda last year.
Yeah, well, we had the boys there last year.
Yeah, we had your nephews and your mum came over as well, didn't she?
Yeah.
And we had, because there were 6 of us in total, so we split into like 3 little groups, and like there was a child and an adult, obviously.
Per group,
in
yeah.
each group.
Oh, it was really fun last
And
year,
we had a
wasn't
really
it?
good time. Yeah, we had a pumpkin each, and we all carved our pumpkins.
Then the wild had to go to shit, and petrol's expensive, so we can't see our families. Thanks, Liz. It wasn't Liz's
I mean, it's
fault,
not
it was Boris's
it's,
fault.
and Putin as well. He's not helping.
Yeah.
But you know,
Me and Putin's having a great time. They had a thingy the other day. What did they have? A concert after illegally annexing something, but I don't really follow politics that much. So.
Neither do I.
I started following it a little bit more the past couple of years, haven't I?
Yeah. Not enough.
I'm very sad. Sometimes on YouTube, guys.
Do you want the little phone? Would that be easy?
Yeah, that would be easy. Thank you.
That's alright.
Sometimes on YouTube, guys, the House of Commons comes on.
Actually, we love watching them. They're so funny.
Yeah. Yeah, but I show you clips from them. You're not as sad as me, who sometimes just puts it on live and just
Sits and
watches
watches.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
There is. It means I have nothing to do with my life and I'm bored.
Fair enough. Woo! Goodness gracious. Can you please be careful?
I've got a spoon. You're the one with the sharp object. What do you mean, can you please be careful? What am I going to do? Poke your eye out from down here?
Probably.
Oh no!
Actually, I'm making myself a little bit.
Whoa.
Oh god.
You're making a mess. Can you hold the ball a bit more? Like, I'm just saying, like it's precariously balanced on your. Where's my blade? You've stolen my blade, you cheeky cat.
I haven't. You
Where's
put
my
it
blade?
somewhere. Is it in here?
You've stolen my blade.
I actually haven't.
Oh, it's right there.
Fucking heck, you know. This is what I live with.
This video is sponsored by Capricil.
It's not, but I wish it was. Imagine a year's supply of Capricil would be done. We'd go through a year's supply of Capricil in about 3 months.
If that.
You love Capricils.
Oh, I do.
You're not a fan of
They're
the other
staple.
flavours, are you? But
No, I love orange.
I quite like the tropical ones.
The tropical's okay, but they are also more expensive than
I don't
orange.
think I've had the other flavours. No, they do cherry, don't they? And they do, is it like blackcurrant or something?
Yeah. No, I don't mind the tropical. I'd just rather have orange. Like, orange is my go-to. It always has been. And it always will be.
That's what you enjoy, that's what you enjoy. Oh, there's still a seed in here.
This is really fucking difficult on little pumpkins.
It is really hard on little pumpkins. The bigger one will be easier, hopefully.
You say that, but I'm going to be the one
remember
mainly
these
doing
blades
it.
being so much sharper last year.
Yeah, the boys dulled them probably.
Either that or the little pumpkins were just tougher.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they are smaller, so... I don't even know if what I just said made sense, but by the by...
I understood.
Yeah, you knew what I meant.
It's like chilies. Smaller chilies are more spicy than big chilies.
Yeah.
Because it's more like concentrated, the spice.
You know what's weird as well, guys, right? This is really odd, actually. And it's a fun little fact about our relationship that I will enjoy telling you.
Cool.
Sophie is bigger on spice than I am. But when we have mild curries, her nose runs and she's dying, and I'll just enjoy it.
Yeah, no.
So what we've established really is I know my limits.
You're better with spice, but I like it.
Yeah.
More than you do. Oh! Threw me pumpkin.
Oh God, what do you like?
I might have to go wash him off in the sink. He's getting a bit dirty.
That involves moving away from the camera.
Yeah, you're right. Oh,
no, it's fine. You can clean that up later.
You're so rude.
I'm not rude. Bye. Hopefully, guys, as well, the quality of these podcasts will improve over time.
Sorry.
Obviously, we don't make money or anything from this, so it is just... It's in our spare room. It's where I normally record.
It's something to do, isn't it?
I think it's a nice little space, but it's not quite big. There's not really a ton of room. It's manageable, but, you know, you guys can't obviously see what we're doing down here or anything like that. Hopefully we'll have a better space in the future, but it won't be for a while. So if you're thinking of sticking around, because we are, throughout October, as part of Horror Month, so every episode of the podcast will be horror related for October, but we're thinking of trying to upload every Sunday with Tophie Time, and yeah, but it will be continuing after October, and it's you had more ideas about it. You were the first one that suggested it, really, weren't you? So Sophie has more ideas about the sort of content we'll be creating and stuff for it. I don't know, what sort of ideas did you have? Surprise. Well, I was hoping to give our viewers, our whole, 2 viewers, a vague idea, you know, so stuff I know,
like games, we can literally just chat.
Yeah.
We can find,
He's not having a head.
No?
No, he looks
I like yours, he's cool.
Thank you. Carry on speaking, by the way.
Games, we could find stories that we find cool. We can do conspiracy theories and stuff like that.
Totally not covering your head. Yeah, no, it sounds great. We can do
literally anything. We can literally just chat one episode if we felt like it. If we just wanted to have a bit of a chat.
Just about any topics.
Yeah.
That's all this is, guys. It's just going to be a random podcast where we just... It's really more time for us, isn't it? Time for us to hang out, and it's a cool idea.
At the end of the day, we both work full time.
Yeah.
You like to record on an evening and do your own thing. We like to sit and watch films and whatever. So it's another way to spend a bit of quality time together, you know?
Apparently you got to do that with someone you're getting married to. Yeah. So, I don't get it either. No. By the way, what's happening?
What do you mean?
Are we done with the little ones? Is there anything else that goes into it?
No.
No? So he can just...
He can chill, and mine can chill next to him. Where do you want mine?
Spoopy scary skeletons.
I really like them, they're so cute.
We'll have these up. Did you show yours off?
Yeah.
Yours is better.
No, it's not, but thank you. I'm hoping when it's dark and you put... I don't know if your tea light would fit in there.
Well, we'll try.
But I'm hoping the slits that I've done for his eyes would glow and you can see him a bit better. Right, do you want to start on the big boy?
Yeah, are you gonna...
Yes.
What are you doing?
I found some unsolved mysteries.
Have this over here.
So I thought while we're doing Spoopy season, we can do some of that.
What are we doing with this big behemoth?
Well, what do you want to do? Do you want to do a face or do you want to do a picture? A bat or something?
Easy, I don't know.
Well, whatever floats your boat.
I'll just come up with something and then we'll go with
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Listen to Sophie, guys.
So this story is set in Arkansas, which is obviously in America.
Is it really?
And it's about the Gurdon Light. Ever since the 1930s, a floating light appears above the railroad tracks near Gurdon sometime in late October. It's not in dispute whether the light appears because thousands of people have seen it. What remains a mystery is what causes the light. Some believe it's the ghost of William McLean, a railroad worker murdered in 1931, according to the Encyclopedia of Arkansas. Others believe it's a natural phenomenon caused by a swamp gas or rock quartz beneath the land. It was featured on television's Unsolved Mysteries in 1994 and remains unsolved to this day. What do you think could be causing a light?
It's just natural.
I mean, who knows? It could literally be anything.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know, it's a bit... Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know. Probably not the ghost of Frank Levon, whatever his name was.
William McLean.
That guy. Probably not the ghost of him.
Fair enough.
Quite frankly.
This one is... this article's like all American. It's like a different one from different states.
Yes.
Just so everyone's aware. If you cut it on an angle... No, put your blade in on an angle, it means we can put the top back on.
Seen on an angle.
So this was in California. Did anyone survive the escape from Alcatraz? The supposedly escape-proof prison named for Alcatraz Island in San Francisco Bay claimed the lives of 33 prisoners who attempted to flee, but not necessarily John Anglin, Clarence Anglin and Frank Morris. In 1962, they escaped from their cells through holes they drilled in the wall of their cells. Unfortunately, that's where the story ends. What happens next remains a mystery, reads a portion of an FBI history of the investigation. The case was closed in 1979, but people, including the families of the escapees, still wonder. So I'm guessing they never found their bodies then. If they did die. I know, but...
They're probably lost at sea.
Well, you never know, exactly. That's the point, isn't it? They could be literally anywhere.
I thought they did escape. I thought they were the famous ones that escaped. They made movies on them and everything.
Yeah, but were they actually successful, or are people just thinking they must have been?
I don't know, but you know what? I just had a thought. It reminds me of... Have you ever seen Scooby-Doo Monsters Unleashed?
I don't think so.
The second live-action movie with like Freddie Prinze Jr. and...
Right.
Guy who played Shaggy. And Buffy and...
Okay.
And Tracy.
Okay.
From How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's a scene in that where the like one of the bad guys creates like a wingsuit and escapes a prison island.
Alright.
But like he sets off and then he just falls, and yeah, that just reminded me of that. Like that just sounds like the sort of shit that would happen. But I'm pretty sure, I don't know. My knowledge comes from video games, and my current knowledge comes from like Mob of the Dead, which is COD Zombies. And I'm
just pulled the top of the pumpkin. It looks minging. Oh, you weirdo.
I'm pretty sure that's based on them guys, and in that they make a plane. I'm off camera. they make a plane to escape. I don't know. I always thought that was based on the people who actually escaped, but if they've never been found, I guess we'll never know if they did or they didn't.
Well, exactly.
But hopefully they did.
We never know, do you?
Well, I mean, not hopefully because they were criminals, but you know what I mean. Yeah. So, if I'm going to have to get my hands dirty...
Yep, I'm sorry.
What do you mean you're sorry?
Use the knife to cut that off, if that's easier.
Yeah, you're right, it's probably easier, isn't it?
Yeah.
Carry on.
Right, this one's in Connecticut.
Great.
The shallow graves beneath New Haven Green.
Great.
In 2012, so it's fairly recent, isn't it? Hurricane Sandy caused a tree to fall on New Haven Green. Tangled in the roots was a human skull, dating back around 200 years. An archaeological dig followed, yielding more body fragments, as well as coffin nails. It's suspected more than 5,000 bodies were buried under the green, and that they may have been dragged out in the middle of the night, wrapped in a sheet, and buried in shallow, unmarked graves. Some theorise the people died during a terrible epidemic, though no one's sure of what. Oh.
See, Speaking about that, reminded me of what's happening currently in the UK with is his name Barry?
Barry.
The kid who was killed by the Moors murderers.
Oh yeah, they've got him on saddle with more, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, they're suspecting it's him.
Suspecting, yeah, because Keith Bennett, yeah. He's I don't know where I got Barry from. A skull's been found on the moors, and they think it's him, and he was 12, when they killed him. Which is really sad. You saw that picture as well, didn't you? There's a picture from back then where
when his mum was searching for him,
and it's like right near where they found the skull now.
So it's horrible to think. I mean, she's dead now, so she'll never get.
Yeah, she'll never get that closure.
But yeah, it's just horrible to think that they were literally in the right place.
Yeah.
And they still couldn't find it.
No.
Like, that's messed up.
It's horrible, but it's a massive area, isn't it? Like.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
I can't remember what it was. I think it was like a dog walker or something that came across it, wasn't it?
Probably.
Yeah.
I feel like that's got to be one of the scariest things when you've got a dog and you go out for a walk on the moors or in a wood or something like that, and then you see your dog sniffing something and you think, oh, they're just having a good time. Yeah. And then they bring you a flipping arm.
Oh, you'd freak.
You'd poo yourself.
Oh, you would. Dog, because it reminds me of a time me and Adam used to obviously walk loads. Just on a field, it was summer.
Yeah.
And we found a disposable barbecue.
Okay.
And it had just been thrown on this field. And I shit you not, it looked like there were fingers in there.
Oh.
And we were genuinely considering calling the police because they genuinely looked like human fingers.
Why didn't you?
No, because in the end we just decided it's probably not,
It's unlikely, isn't it? But you never know.
We're on a massive field out in public. Yeah, it's probably not. It's fine. And nothing was reported in the news, so,
It probably was fine then.
Yeah.
That happened once, when I had Diesel, my old pony, where, I used to live with my mum and dad, obviously, and then, to get to his stables, you had to go, through this little housing estate, and there was, a track where dog walkers used to walk, you'd turn onto the road and then the track was right there type of thing, like a little walkway.
Yeah. And
that was cordoned off one day when I was going to see him, and I was like, oh, that's weird. You had police tape and that all around it. And then it came out in the news a couple of days later that a dog walker, their dog had found, an arm or something. And, that's terrifying. And that, that area, it's so safe.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so, chill. People go there to retire it's that type of chill. It is. And they found
place.
that, that's just horrible.
Oh, it is.
It's really horrible.
It's like the ones, it happened a lot where I lived. But they wouldn't be, in the ground decomposing or anything.
They'd just be chilling.
They'd just be in a ditch.
Amazing.
And people would find them, on the way to school and shit, and they'd just, there's a body.
That's horrible, isn't it?
Not to say where I lived was bad or anything. Just
it wasn't the nicest.
Yeah, there was a few bodies over the years. Anyway, it's fine. They never did catch me. I'm sorry, what? Moving on.
Anyway, this one's in Delaware.
All right.
The inexplicable murder of Jane Marie Pritchard.
Right.
Jane Marie Pritchard was conducting botany experiments in Blackbird State Forest in September.
Was she killed by the birds? Was she pecked to death?
1986, when she was shot to death.
Oh.
There you go.
Did they think she was a bird? Was she wearing a bird outfit and doing her mating call? Caw-caw! Caw-caw!
Can I read this story?
Yeah, sure.
Campers stumbled across her body later. Many hunters were in the forest that day, but investigators quickly ruled out an accidental shooting. What they couldn't figure out, and still haven't, is why someone wanted Pritchard dead and who might have killed her. The case remains closed to this day.
The birds managed to get hold of a shotgun.
How can you rule out an accidental shooting, though? What's to stop a hunter from shooting by accident?
Well, no, because I think in America, I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on this, but I think you obviously have to have hunting licenses, and I think there's specific areas for hunting, and I think they're aware of which hunters are in the area. So they were probably able to look at the bullet, look at the guns they use, and go, well, that don't match.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
So somebody's probably made it look like tried making it look like it's an accidental shooting, but actually wanted her dead because she was money laundering and...
Who's to say she was money laundering?
She was running dodgy experiments. She was trying to make herself into a bird, and her husband didn't like that.
Was she fucking birds?
He was like, God's sake, Janice! Stop making bird noises whilst we're having sex!
Janice Jane.
Yeah, well, she liked to be called Janice the bird.
Janice the bird.
Yeah. And he agreed, he agreed to call her Janice. But then when the noises started in the bedroom, that's where he drew the line. And then they weren't so happy anymore. Negative shot from the old documentaries. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know the old documentaries from like the noughties where they were happy until they weren't, and then it goes like negative.
Yeah, I do remember that.
It's brilliant.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Florida.
Oh, great.
The spontaneous combustion of Mary Riza. In July 1951, authorities found the body of 67-year-old Mary Riza in her St. Petersburg apartment. Or more accurately, the pile of mostly ash that once was Mary Riza's body.
Great.
Part of her lower leg and some of her spine remained.
Amazing.
So I'm guessing that's how they identified her.
Yeah, props.
Apparently her body had been almost entirely cremated, which is mind-boggling when you consider that cremation requires 3 hours of burning in a 3,000-degree fire. Even more bizarre, only Riza's body had burned. The rest of her apartment was intact, even a pile of newspapers beside her body. Jesus.
Well, no, it's one of those weird things that can happen at any time.
Oh, there's a full-on... Oh, here we go.
What?
There's a full-on, like... article.
Oh, right, okay, go ahead.
Called the Cinder Woman case, the story of Mary Riza of St. Petersburg, Florida goes like this. Sorry. On July 2nd, 1951, Riza's landlady, Pansy Carpenter, dropped by her apartment to deliver a telegram. When Carpenter arrived, nobody answered. She put her hand on the doorknob and found it to be unusually hot, so she called the police. Police arrived at the apartment located at 1200 Cherry Street to find 67-year-old Mary Riza burned to death in a mysterious fire. Reports said that her body was disintegrated by a blaze of white-hot intensity. Not much of Riza remained. There was one slippered foot which curiously showed no signs of charring, as well as a part of her spine. A piece of her skull remained and was described as shrunken.
That's fun.
Oh, there's a picture and I don't
see right, let me see. Show the camera. The camera wants to see. There you go, we've just found our thumbnail for the video.
Though the apartment was very warm when the police arrived, the majority of it remained intact. Plastic household objects near the seat Riza was sitting in had softened and lost shape.
Sorry, I'm just going to elbow you.
Fine. But the rest of the room was seemingly unaffected by the flames that engulfed Mary Riza. The rug had a scorch mark on it, a chair and an end table in the middle of the scorch mark were upright. Since it requires 3 or 4 hours of temperatures around 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit for a body to be cremated, the case baffled authorities. Due to the mysterious circumstances of the case, it's been suspected that Riza was a victim of spontaneous human combustion. This is when a person bursts into flames from a chemical reaction in their body, without any apparent ignition of an external heat source, though there have been accounts of alleged human combustion since 1663. Not all scientists are convinced. Chief Cass Burgess was the detective on Riza's case at the time. "This fire is a curious thing," he told reporters. Burgess and his team sent boxes of material from the apartment to the FBI lab in Washington, D.C. for chemical analysis. Some of the materials included a portion of the rug, rubble from the walls, and segments of the chair Riza was sitting in at the time of her death. The public was infuriated with the case as well. Coroner Ed Silk reported that at least 15 amateur detectives had phoned him with their theories. The detective team put out a statement saying that it was an accidental death of fire by unknown origin. Burgess said that it didn't mean they were concluding the investigation, they were just putting out a release so that a burial could take place.
Yeah.
The FBI determined that Riza's death wasn't the result of spontaneous human combustion, however the actual cause does remain a mystery. The FBI believed that Mary Riza's own body fat provided the fuel for the fire that consumed her after possibly lighting a cigarette and falling asleep. She was set on fire, and once the body became ignited, almost complete destruction occurred from its own fatty tissues. But would a cigarette really get to 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit? I doubt
it wouldn't burn it that much, I don't think.
No.
Obviously, neither of us are experts, but
surely just,
I don't think
if
it
you
would.
lit a fag, right, and then you fell asleep, it'd go on your clothes, and your clothes would set on fire, and you'd get a burn.
Yeah.
You wouldn't set on fire.
No, you wouldn't. So that's bullshit. It was spontaneous human combustion.
It is true that human fatty tissue is highly combustible, even more so in heavier people. And Riza was a robust woman, weighing 170 pounds. I don't know what that is in.
Woo! Neither do I. I think I've just cut myself. That's fine.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
While the FBI's explanation had a certain logic to it, it only provided a partial explanation, as certain anomalies remained. For instance, a pile of newspapers stacked next to Riza's chair remained completely unscorched. Dr. Wilton M. Krogman, a professor of physical anthropology at the University of Pennsylvania and an experienced fire researcher, disagreed with the FBI's conclusion. Krogman wrote that of all the fire deaths he had investigated, I cannot conceive of such a complete cremation without more burning of the apartment. It's been almost 70 years since Mary Riza died, so was it spontaneous human combustion?
Yes.
Given how long it's been since her death, it seems unlikely the true case will ever be determined.
Yes.
True cause, will ever be determined.
Sorry, we've already established what the cause was. It was spontaneous
absolutely
human combustion. Either that, or she owed some money to a loan shark. They bent her and then thought, let's just hoover up all this ash and put it back in her living room.
Horrible again.
What do you mean? I'm just providing alternative theories. If it's not solved, then it's open to debate.
I think I agree with you, it was spontaneous human combustion.
Oh, 100%.
Because what else is it going to be? Like, a cigarette is not going to burn an entire body and not anything else.
No, exactly.
That doesn't seem...
It doesn't seem plausible at all.
No. This one's also got a full article, but it's not letting me read it without paying, and I'm not paying 50p, so...
So if you want to go and reflect more, you can.
You're welcome to.
But we're not.
This is in Georgia.
Great.
It's called The Bleeding House.
Right.
One night in 1987, Minnie Winston saw blood on the floor of her Atlanta house. Terrified, she ran to find her husband. He was fine, but there was more blood everywhere. On the walls, oozing from the floor, seeping up from under kitchen appliances. She and her husband called the police, who found no evidence of a break-in. What they were able to surmise was that the blood was coming from a living human. No one has ever figured out where or whom the blood came from. Oh.
I mean, it's weird, but they could have just been lying.
Yeah.
That just sounds weird.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You haven't scooped out that pumpkin very well.
You know what? Fuck you.
Show the camera.
I've done a great job.
That's terrible.
No, it's not. I got all the innards out. Here, have some
What do you
pumpkin
think?
juice.
I just wiped that on my pyjama bottom.
Oh, baby.
I'm trying to stay warm, it's cold.
Trying to stay warm, it's cold. Pumpkin juice makes me cold.
No, but I mean, now I'm going to have to change out of these pyjama bottoms.
Put your hoodie on, you'll be fine.
Tommy got me an hoodie last year and I actually live in it, it's really bad.
Made her well.
Please. Oh, is it tasty? Is it alright?
Try it.
I've never had raw pumpkin. Can you eat raw pumpkin?
Guess we'll find out.
Thanks.
Welcome.
A bit weird. Cooked, it's a lot nicer.
Is it? I didn't swallow my part.
I know, you just spat it out.
Yeah.
Can you please scoop that out a bit better?
You know what? You can.
I will. You keep reading.
Reading what? My hands are...
Don't!
Love you. I have pumpkin in my mouth now.
Can I have a bowl, please?
Yeah, don't mind me just spitting pumpkin out. Put the ball there if you need to.
Yeah, I will. Thank you.
You're welcome. Just...
Stop doing that! Oh, you know.
Oh, drink break.
Drink break.
Oh, having another Carabao, guys. But this time we are trying mixed berry and we're trying not to get any pumpkin in it. This is
Probably a good idea.
Yeah. It's not opening very well.
You should work on it.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
What did you do?
I stuck my tongue in there to try and open it a bit more. It didn't really work.
Why is it not opening?
Oh.
Oh, what's it done?
I don't know. Oh, thanks for just sticking your dirty thumb in there.
I haven't touched any pumpkin with that thumb. Sorry for helping.
You should be. That's alright.
Yeah? Sure.
Oh, I'm still holding it.
It's alright.
Yeah, not bad, is it? Right, what am I reading?
The stories.
After the Georgia,
Yeah.
the Bleeding House.
Bleeding House.
Right, okay. Hawaii. Hawaii.
That's where they filmed Lost, wasn't it?
Yeah. We love Lost. I love Lost.
We do love Lost. I like it for season 3.
Yeah, and then Sophie's a retard, so.
You're nice.
I know it. Hawaii. What happened to Lisa Au? More than 35 years ago, 19-year-old Lisa Au disappeared without a trace.
Jeez.
Her car abandoned along a highway in Kalu. Her body turned up 10 days later, naked and decomposing. After 10 days.
10 days?
The coroner couldn't determine the cause of death, but police consider the case a homicide, perhaps Hawaii's most notorious, since the police believe that Lisa may have been abducted by someone posing as a police officer.
Oh.
You know what, though? It sounds like Lisa had an out. I'm funny. Oh, come here for the podcast, stay here for the terrible jokes. Zokes? What the fuck is a zoke? Idaho, strange mutilations.
Oh, wow.
The towns of Jerome and Bliss have been plagued by bizarre mutilations since the 1970s. Human, cattle, and deer. Genitals removed, the bodies drained entirely of blood.
Ew.
Excuse me. No discernible footprints. Excuse me. Or other forensic evidence left at the scene. The official explanation by law enforcement is cult killings, but no arrest has ever been made and no cult has ever been identified. Cults are crazy, man. Ezra Miller's part of a cult.
Is it?
Yeah, he's a cult leader.
What cult?
I don't know, some weird fucking retarded cult. Yet somehow he's still the Flash. So, you know.
Logic.
Illinois, the Mad Gasser of Mattoon. During the 1940s, law enforcement received more than 24 cases of gassings, in which the victims reported paralysis. Yes, coughing, nausea, and vomiting after smelling a strange, noxious odour in their homes. No physical evidence was ever found, however, and the victims always survived. Some believe the attacks were a case of mass hysteria. Others believe the Mad Gasser actually existed or that the attacks were rarely the result of paranormal activity. The truth may or may not be out there. Don't miss these baffling forensic cases that have everyone stumped. And it's a link to one of them. These are very short.
Yeah, but you can find some other ones.
No, it's fine. Indiana, the mysterious fire poltergeist. In 1941, a farmer in Urden had breakfast with his family and then headed out to his barn to begin his chores. Then he noticed smoke coming out of an upstairs window in his house. He ran back and, with the help of the volunteer fire department, put out the fire in an upstairs bedroom, only to have another fire break out in another room. All day long, as soon as they put out one fire, another would start elsewhere in the house. 28 in all.
Fucking hell.
Believing his house to be haunted by poltergeists, the farmer tore it down and built a new one.
Okay.
The cause of the fires has never been determined. Is that weird?
That's mad.
That's very weird. I was gonna, at first I was gonna say maybe it was like a gas leak or something, but to happen 28 times, and all after you've put the previous one out, is very strange.
Yeah.
Like, very, very strange. How's Howard coming on?
Is that his name?
It can be. Howard. I think he looks good.
He does, and look how better scooped out like.
You know what?
Why
does it appear really red in the middle? Oh, it's darker. There's like a dark spot. That's why. Look.
Yeah, I know. Right in the middle.
Yeah.
I was struggling to scoop it.
It's probing time.
Please don't say that.
What do you mean? I'll just give it a cheeky finger.
I love how you said it's probing time. Sorry, what?
I'm weird.
You're weird.
Thank you. It's kind of cool.
It was really cool.
He is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Howard, everybody! Where's his head? Oh.
Putting off the stuff.
Well, maybe he didn't want his brains completely, Now he just looks derpy.
I'm just trying to neaten it up, that's all.
Just trying to neaten it up. Fair enough. Howard.
What's his last name?
To be or not to be a pumpkin. Oh, you know what we need actually? Because this channel doesn't have enough copyright strikes.
Spoopy season.
Spoopy scary skeletons. That's not what we're having though. We need a certain something for this. Howard is the Pumpkin King. Know what I'm on about?
I'm covered in pumpkin now. Spoopy scared.
I thought there was like a specific song.
There is. It's
There was like
opening song in it. I don't know what's this Halloween in it.
Sure. The pumpkin. His head fell off. That kind of thing. Do they sing it? Well, I was going to hold my phone in between in the dead of night. This is Halloween. Everybody make a scene. Trick or treat, and the neighbor's gonna die of fright. Ta-town, everybody scream. In this town of Halloween, the one hiding under your bed, teeth ground sharp and eyes glowing red. I am the one hiding under your stairs, fingers like snakes and spiders in my hair. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Halloween, 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 Halloween. In this town we call home. Everyone hail to the Pumpkin King. In this town, don't we love it now? Everybody's waiting for the next surprise. Round that corner, man, hiding in the trash can. Something's waiting for the pounce, and how you scream. Halloween, red and black and slimy green. Aren't you scared? Well, that's just fine. Say it once, say it twice. Take a chance on roller dice. Ride with the moon in the dead of night. Everybody scream, everybody scream. In our town of Halloween, I'm the clown with the tearaway face. Here in the flesh and gone without a trace. I am the who and call you snare. I am the wind blowing through your hair. I am the shadow on the moonlight night, filling your dreams to the brim with fright. This is Halloween, this is Halloween, 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 Halloween tonight. No one means everywhere. Life's no fun without a good scare. That's our job, but we're not mean. In our town of Halloween. In this town, don't we love it now? Everyone's waiting for the next surprise. Skeletons jack and catch you in the back and scream like a banshee. Make some part of your skin. This is Halloween. Everybody scream. So please make way for the very next guy. A man is king of the pumpkin patch. Everyone hail to the Pumpkin King. Now this is Halloween. This is Halloween. Halloween, 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 Halloween. We call home. Everyone hail to the Pumpkin la 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 la. La 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 la. You know, I'm very disappointed in you. Said sing together, not I sing and you just laugh at me.
I wasn't laughing at you, I was laughing with you.
Are you sure?
Me and Howard had a great time.
Did you now? It looked like
we have a tradition in our house.
Do we?
Yeah.
Oh, me and you?
Yeah.
Do we?
We watch Nightmare Before Christmas at the end of, obviously, October. But we decorate, it's not really sad. We decorate for Christmas, like around the end of October, and then we watch Nightmare Before Christmas.
Except
then it's a good transition.
Currently October 2nd, and I have convinced Sophie to decorate for Christmas already.
Well, you wanted to do it yesterday, and we didn't, thank God. So... No.
Okay, tomorrow whilst you're at work.
He's going to do it wrong.
Well, then help me. You see how that works? You join in or you don't get a say.
My issue is with decorating for Christmas. If you do it too early, I don't know if this is the same for anyone else, but I get sick of seeing it. Like, by the time Christmas comes around, you're just sort of like, oh, well, it's already been up for 2 months. Like,
right, well, there are people with opinions, yeah. And then there are people who are just wrong, like you. Invalid.
Like, I love Christmas, I really do. I get very giddy around Christmas.
I convinced you yesterday. I got you in the mood. You were listening to Christmas songs. So, there you go.
We've already watched Nightmare Before Christmas this year, actually.
No, we haven't.
Yeah, we have.
When?
A couple of weeks ago.
No, we didn't.
We did.
No, we didn't.
We sat on the couch and we watched it.
No, we didn't.
We did.
I don't remember.
I think, no, it was the bank holiday for the Queen's funeral, I think. You were at work and I wasn't, and we put it on. I sat downstairs with you and we put it on.
Did we?
Yeah. That was only a couple of weeks ago.
See, you've just made us sound like complete jackasses. Oh, it's the Queen's funeral. Which you're wrong anyway. You're wrong anyway, because I wasn't at work for that.
Oh, you're not? It was a
I
different
have
bank
Mondays
holiday
off
then.
anyway.
Oh, it might have been. Oh, I don't know.
So please clarify that it was a different weekend. Like, I don't have much love for the Royals, but you're going to make us sound like jackasses. Yeah, Queen is dead. Let's watch Jack.
No, you were at work and I was at home. Maybe it was a Saturday or something then. It must have been
I work from home, by the way, guys.
It must have been a Saturday. Because I remember you being at work and then I came down and we watched it.
I worked.
Yeah.
I never partake in anything other than work when I am scheduled to work.
I know. I'm aware.
Yes. I never do anything else.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm scheduled to work, I work.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm aware.
Yeah. I don't entertain watching films whilst working. That would be wrong. It'd be wrong.
But the benefit of working from home is if you need a snack, you can just go grab a snack.
You can, and that's allowed. But we don't do anything else.
Well, you're allowed to eat.
Snacks and toilet are allowed.
And drinks.
That comes under snacks.
Alright, fair enough. Obviously not alcoholic.
No. No. Never done that.
No.
Never had a really stressful day and started drinking at 1 o'clock. Why would anyone do that?
You're in your own home. Who cares?
It's wrong, isn't it? Who would have a rum and coke at 1 o'clock in the afternoon because they hate their job?
You're fine to have a rum and coke at 1 o'clock in the afternoon in your own house. It's if you go to a pub and you're like, I'll have 3 pints, please, at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Then it's maybe...
I think it's different when you're supposed to be working, though.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that it's amoral, no matter where you go to have the drink. If you're supposed to be working, you probably shouldn't. Which is why, I never have.
No.
Hi, HR. I don't think I was about to... Yeah, I don't think they know that I exist.
That's the benefit of working for a small company like I do. We all know each other.
Sure.
Because
you want to say benefit. Yeah, but then you have to be friendly.
There's 6 employees where I work.
Yeah. Whereas the team I'm on, I'll make jokes about how much I hate them or the job or life in general. They think I'm joking.
A lot of the time you are joking.
No. I'm being deadly serious. I can't stand any of those things.
That's nice.
It is. We seem to be wrapping up a little bit.
Yeah.
Are you happy with Howard?
I'm very happy with Howard.
Great.
Are you happy with Howard?
I'm happy with Howard. Howard.
He's cute.
All in all, though, I think this has been a successful first episode of Tophie Time.
We did some unsolved mysteries.
We pumpkin carved.
Spoopy season.
Yeah. No, it's good.
Yeah.
Like we said, guys, the podcast won't always be about like horror, Halloween related stuff. It's just as part of the horror month thing I'm doing on the channel.
Spoopy season.
After that, whenever we do a Tophie Time, it'll be something completely
Well, we
random.
can do just random ones, obviously, when it's nothing significant is happening in that month or whatever. And then obviously Christmas, we can do like Christmassy ones.
Yeah. No,
which will be fun.
Yeah.
Because we can, you know that gingerbread set that we got last year, we decorate them.
Yeah.
We can do that again.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
As well, guys, we do like baking and stuff together, and I mentioned it a couple of months ago on a Lord Wolf Hour. It is a series I want to start with like baking or cooking. Not even necessarily with Sophie. Sometimes it'll be on my own. But it would be nice to do it with Sophie, like we did the Christmas ones last year. So that is a potential series that we'll be starting as well. And maybe even this month we were thinking about maybe doing some like Halloween biscuits, decorating them and stuff. And again, that fits in with the horror month, so it'd be a nice little addition. So yeah, we're thinking about that. And yeah, we're thinking, like I said at the start, of doing the Tophie Time podcasts every Sunday, at least for the month of October. After that, it might, be a bit sporadic and here and there whenever.
Well, we've got a lot of life things going on.
Yeah, like we're getting married in December, aren't we? So
we've got lots of things to do.
Lots going on. But yeah, for the month of October, we're going to try every Sunday. So this is the first one, and then going forward, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's good. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too.
Good. But yeah, I think that's about it for our first podcast together, guys. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this video.
Yes.
And we hope you're looking forward to the podcasts to come. And I hope you're enjoying any of the other content that's going on the channel at the moment. Any of the other series or horror related, anything. I hope you're just enjoying the channel in general. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below, and we will see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Bye-bye!